Well, Grace, tell us about some of the academic initiatives that you're spearheading here at St. Mary's.
Sure. So we received our NEASC accreditation 2 years ago, last year actually, which was an 18-month process, and then we had the accreditation team come in and meet with us, and we passed, which is great. So we have a 10-year accreditation. But at the same time, we made a decision to look at our academic initiatives and our data to help us inform decisions that we were going to be making going forward around our curriculum, guidance initiatives, and some other. And what would happen was we did a deep dive on all of our data, which was great. We now have an interactive dashboard, so we can look at a student from the time they come in to the time they leave, and we can really look at their HSPT scores, which are their high school placement tests, PSATs, SATs, helping us to shape their curriculum choices and ultimately their college decisions. And so a couple programs that have come out of that, we have a freshman seminar, which is a program for every freshman that they participate in. They have one teacher that works with academic goals, goal setting, research skills, collaborative work, integrating the digital work and the one-to-one. We're an iPad school, so it's one-to-one initiatives and the actual classics. So we're really trying to teach them great skills, but also we want them to be digital citizens, but we also want them to be thinkers and leaders of the future. And then the other piece we added was we've done a real assessment of our guidance office, and we have a great guidance team, but we really wanted to look at what we could do more for students to help them explore their experience. So we incorporated Naviance, which is kind of the industry standard, which is a program where students can really look at where they want to apply. They can see where kids from the school applied and what they needed to get into those schools by way of GPA or testing and kind of career choices. It's a very vocationally driven program. And this summer, we took 125 students to about 7 different schools on a college prep initiative, and we experienced things like curriculum, assessment, creative writing classes. We had some deans speak with us about what it takes to be at Stonehill or Regis or Brown or Providence. We went to Clark, Boston College, and Stonehill. So we had great experiences with all of those. And we're going to make that a program that we integrate into the sophomore year as well as the junior and senior year. So that's a really exciting initiative.
Yeah, and it's probably important to come at it from a high school student's perspective, so to speak, and not just from the college's perspective, right?
Right, and what's nice, I think, for the students is for us going with me or a member of my staff or someone who oversees the Scholars Program, it was a little less intimidating than going with their parents. So some of our sophomores, juniors, were able to kind of look at college not in a very stressful way. They could really explore. And the colleges were so inviting and engaging and want us to come back. So we created some great new relationships with schools.
I also understand you're wrapping up a very successful fundraising campaign.
We are. It's really exciting. We have the Building Futures campaign, which has been going on for about 3 to 4 years. It's a little longer than I would like, but we changed our programmatic approach midway and kind of reassessed the campaign. So we went from a very robust $25 million campaign to a more refined $14 million campaign with 3 initiatives. One being a new gateway STEM building. So we have a STEM approach to our curriculum, which is science, technology, math, and engineering. And if you call it STEAM, you add arts. So we're still playing around with that. But we've really worked with Project Lead the Way, which is a curriculum which is around STEM. And we think that will be a differentiator for our kids. So it's a $8 to $10 million building, depending who you talk to and what we want in it, with all the bells and whistles. If you come to St. Mary's, you'll notice there's a bridge to the gym, the Canigliaro gym, and that will have a new entrance on Tremont Street, which will be a new entrance, new classrooms, some office space, but also STEM and labs and more of makerspace and modular classrooms that you can multi-purpose. That's really exciting. And then part of the campaign was for endowment, for scholarship and financial aid. We are very generous to our students. We want St. Mary's to be affordable and accessible to students. So we give away probably close to 1.2 to 1.5 in academic merit aid and financial and tuition assistance. But that needs to be funded, so we have a $5 million new commitment to that. And then we have another $1 million for academic improvements. So we're looking at our stage in the Conigliaro gym. We're looking at some other programmatic initiatives. We
Yeah.
need a new weight room for our
Yeah.
students. As we go into this campaign, that space where the students are presently changes. So we have some work to do. But it's really exciting, great benefactors and donors. It's been really exciting. I'm very happy to see it come to an end. But there'll probably be a new campaign for St. Mary's.
Never ends, I'm sure.
Right.
Now, you mentioned a weight room for athletics, athletes, and so on,
Mm-hmm.
but you're at a lot of St. Mary's athletic events, including the Super Bowl a few weeks ago.
That's
and
right.
So you guys had a very good fall here.
We did. So what it continues to amaze me is the level of success we have, and I attribute all of that to Jeff Newhall, our athletic director, and the incredible coaches and leadership that he has assembled on that coaching staff. We have long-time coaches who have been here for a long time and who are committed, but also that they're not just committed to the athletic and the X's and O's, as my father would say, who was a football coach, but they're committed to, really bringing young men and women up with athletic prowess, but also with sportsmanship and skills. And I love our kids. Our students are just amazing ambassadors for our school. Their success just blows me away. I mean, we've pretty much gone postseason in every sport since I've been here.
Yeah.
We've won state championships. It's not about me that since I've been here, it's because of the coaches, but I marvel that in a 5-year period, we've won 4 or 5 state championships. Baseball, girls basketball,
Yeah.
boys basketball, football, and I'm missing something. But we've went, to the North Finals in most sports. We came in second to Weston in the golf championship this year. So it's just remarkable.
Hockey.
The
Was
amount-
hockey one?
Hockey.
There you go.
Yeah. So I think it was hockey. But we went to Division II last year. Division I, we were a double overtime loss,
right.
which was a heartbreaker for Coach Lee and his boys because they were phenomenal in the D1 finals. But then we won the state championship in basketball. So I'm just really proud of the kids. But again, we have our pillars here at St. Mary's, our pillars for success, which are Catholic excellence, integrity, and respect. And what I am most proud of is that our students know our pillars and they live them, and that's how we live our mission. So it's really exciting. I'm really excited to look forward to the winter sports in the spring.
Yeah.
And again, I congratulate Coach Durgan on being named Coach of the Year. We had 3 players who are Players of the Year: Emily Stevenson, Christian Emmerich, and who am I missing? Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
So that was really exciting, and that was in the Globe, but then we also had Herald and Item All-Stars and coaches, so it's just remarkable. So thanks for all your support, for
Yeah.
all that you do for us. It's been great.